biggest and most exciting build starts today. Now you guys know I have a lot of dream cars, but I've been fortunate enough to own a lot of them, such as my GTRs. But the NSX is different in more ways than just one. Now, you guys know that I started out in a Honda. The Honda Civic was the car that got me into modifying cars and doing what I do today. But beyond that, owning the Honda in turn made this something that I coveted and thought that I would really never own. Now, I told you guys that a bunch. I thought the ship had sailed on the NSX, but then this popped up. And all of that, I also love Japanese culture and Japanese cars, and I think that's what makes the NSX so special. The legacy and the history of the NSX makes it one of the most unique and special Japanese cars ever made.
Let's rewind a little bit. Back in the 90s, or heck, even today, when you hear Honda, most people tend to think of the tiny car company that makes great commuter cars. Civics, SUVs, the list goes on. But what people don't know is Honda's rich history in racing and its hand in making some of the best race cars of all time. And with this, Honda entered into Formula One back in the 80s and had a Honda-powered car win all the way from 1986 to 1991. With all of their success, Honda wanted a way to show off their power from Formula One onto the street. In developing the car, the engineers really had free reign on it. This was Honda's first ever shot at developing a quote-unquote supercar. The deal was the NSX had to have handling and braking that was equal to or better than any Porsche or Ferrari on the street. Also, in true Honda fashion, not only did it have to handle and brake better than these cars, the everyday consumer had to be comfortable in it. Meaning, this car also had to be practical and it had to be comfortable. Now we're almost done here, and without getting too technical, when developing this car, Honda had Japan's first ever F1 driver test the car on the Nürburgring, and any changes he had were made right away. Actually, they were put into a giant supercomputer to calculate the best way to make the changes. It's a little crazy. Anyways, Honda used the same construction method as their F1 car, and at the end, we came out with the world's first aluminum monocoque production car. I mean, how crazy is that? And of course, before we get into the video, I feel like I'd be doing you guys a disservice if I didn't mention Ayrton Senna. One of, if not the best F1 driver of all time. He had a massive hand in developing this car, and that's where the NSX gets its rigid and stiff handling. So yeah, for me, this is one of the coolest Japanese cars ever created. Now, let's tear it apart.
Alright, first things first, we're getting this thing in the air and we're taking a look at it for the first time ever. We've never seen the undercarriage of this car, so this is a pretty special moment. And from the base look, she's super clean. This is, come check this out. She needs a little bit of love, but it's really not that bad. She's a little oily down here. She needs a good spray.
Oil pan is leaking.
Is it? Oh my gosh,
yeah,
axle. It's in my axle, yeah, so we need an axle boot. All right.
That's gross.
Welcome to the NSX series. Our very first look underneath the car. Dude, I mean, granted, if you guys don't know, this is an all aluminum body, so there's very little chance for things to rust on here. Now, this was sitting in the sun forever, so the paint's messed up, but under here, it's just a little crusty, but everything else, I mean, all this, imagine this coated and nice and fresh, Tim.
The only thing that I see that's rusty is just the bolts.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get them coated.
Definitely. Now you can also see down here that we have a couple of leaks. It looks like the axle boot is just sheared and releasing grease out here. Looks like our transmission is leaking right here from somewhere.
Might be oil pan though, too.
Oh, you think it's an oil pan? So it's definitely good that we are down here scoping things out. Now, if you guys have watched the first couple of episodes, this car was sun-beaten, old, and just left to rot, which means the paint is absolutely trashed. Today, we are officially starting the NSX build, and before we can do anything, we gotta tear this thing apart. You guys know that this is immediately going to the body shop, and before it does that, we wanna drop the engine so that they have a chance to paint the bay and get all the nooks and crannies when they repaint this thing and get it back to looking even better than OEM. So today's mission is to take apart the NSX, see if there's anything that we need to replace down here, and get this thing ready for not only the body shop, but for our engine build. I don't wanna talk about that too much, but I do have to give a big thank you for all of your suggestions that definitely played a hand in what we actually decided to do. So first things first, we got to get this thing painted. So that means we're dropping the engine, pulling a lot of stuff down. While this car is getting painted, we have a lot of stuff that we also want to get coated. So today's mission, let's tear this thing apart and see what it looks like.
This thing did sit.
What are you inspecting here?
Just the steel parts that are actually rusty. Look at that guy.
Yikes. So good thing this wasn't a steel body and an aluminum body.
If this was steel, it would all look like that.
Yikes, that's scary.
But everything else looks good. It just needs to be taken off, coated, painted, whatever.
Yeah, don't worry, we're saving her, bringing her back from the dead, and it's going to be absolutely insane. So today is going to be a lot of wrenching and pulling things on and off. Well, I guess mostly off, because all of this has to get removed. We are pulling the subframe, all suspension arms, suspension, and the engine out of the NSX today and taking this thing to the bunch. Oh yeah. She's crusty, dude. All right, lots of inspection today. Yeah, you guys can see pretty deep in here. It is definitely crusty. Now the goal with this is to hopefully get a lot of this Cerakoted and coated to make it look brand new. That's our hope for what we get done when this is all out. But you can see like none of like the bushings or anything are really like cracked, but they are definitely dry rotted. So a lot of this stuff is definitely gonna get replaced, and it's perfect that we're pulling all this right now and having time when this goes to the body shop to be able to do a lot of this. God, the engineering on this car is just insane. I love the stock diffuser back here. It's just so cool that Honda created something like this. Never to be seen again, which is crazy. But all right. Yeah, like I said, today's gonna be a lot of us just figuring things out. This is all new to us and we have really no idea what we're doing. But what we think we're gonna do is pull the exhaust, pretty much get all the bracing from underneath the car down, hopefully bulk pull off the suspension that'll allow us to get the subframe off, and then we can move up top to get all like the coolant and all of that stuff disconnected, and then hopefully drop the engine out of here. So we're gonna give it a go. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of pulling and removing things. So let's get started. Really? We really just gotta embrace the crust today, Tim. Nope. Oh, so much crust in my eyes. I think we definitely need a upgraded sway bar.
That's a weird looking sway bar.
It is, it's gnarly. So when we're taking all this stuff off, guys, if you have any suggestions on things that we should replace these things with, let us know down in the comments, like sway bars, arms, all that stuff, because it's coming off anyways.
Just like sitting in the shop.
That was so gross. Dude, so much water just came out of there. Ugh, gross. That was so much water, dude. Moving along. We're trucking along. Good old Duggar for that.
Japanese rust.
Gross. Yeah, we definitely need new axles as well. Oh.
We need some brakes, we need everything.
We need a lot. This whole car is weird. There it goes. Now, very much unlike the RX-7, this car is extremely crusty. So every nut, every bolt we take off is pretty difficult, actually. So Tim's working on suspension. I'm working on getting the exhaust out, and hopefully we meet somewhere in the middle and we're able to just get all this out at once. Okay, now how the heck am I supposed to get up there?
I don't know, magic.
Oh yeah. The most important thing here is we're making progress. Oh God, I didn't think about this. Got it. Okay, well this is 70% of the way to the car here. It's just like a little bit of everywhere. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Wet.
Literally just dripping onto my header, causing all the smoke out of the engine bay from the back.
That's exactly where it's coming from.
That's exactly where it's coming from.
I mean, not bad considering.
Yeah, could be worse.
Yeah.
So much room for activities after the exhaust is off, dude. It is really so crazy the layout of this car, but it's also pretty sick. See a little bit of everything down here. All right, exhaust is off, first brace is off. Time to remove suspension. We're gonna do the linkage right here and then drop fluids, and she's coming out. Just years and years of crust coming out of this car. Ugh. It's fine. Is this a 14? This is 14. All right. See, I never know what to film when we're doing this kind of stuff, so just a little bit of everything, but curious to see what really interests you guys when we're just like removing stuff like this. Oh. You know, it's coming off. We can get these like nice and zinc coated. Okay. That felt like it wasn't even in. Okay, that one felt like it was tight. Oh God, Jesus. Oh God. We got it. It's fine.
There's still brake fluid in that caliper.
Okay, well, I'm already here. All right. And that gets us one step closer to getting this thing out. Suspension is off. Now it's time for subframe. All right, before we get any further, let's go ahead and get some fluid out of places where we do not need fluid, like the transmission. Yeah.
I hate your oil.
This one doesn't smell. Yeah, it does. It does. Next up,
aluminum doesn't
oil.
rust, but it's rough. All right, man, appreciate it.
Thanks, Kyle. Everything's fine. Ooh, dude, this is black oil. That is old oil, dude. Dude, look how much freaking gasket maker's on that too.
Sick, that's really good. You're dropping oil.
Looks like the pan has been resealed. Look how much, oh, that's not even, it's like in, it's.
Oh, they put it on the threads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were trying to hide a leak there, bro. That's thread tape.
What the heck?
Who thread tapes an oil pan?
That's weird.
Hopefully the oil pan's not messed up.
That's what I'm, well, honestly, I really want to do a new oil pan anyways. But yeah, that's tape.
Yeah, it's thread tape. Thread tape on an oil pan, I guess.
And it's black, dirty, gross oil. This is really good that we're doing this, okay? Because it just needs all the love. And last but not least, our coolant. All fluid is removed and we can get cracking. All over me. I should have known that. Should have known that was gonna happen. I'm soaking wet with coolant. Frick.
Did you even open both yet?
Yeah, they're both all the way open. It's gonna be one of those days. Cheers. Dude, we're so close, man. We've made it to the final portion, well, sort of underneath the car. We are now moving on to the subframe. We have this large beam in the back, and then the subframe itself, once that is off, the engine will pretty much be free floating with just the motor mounts. That way we can get up top and start unclipping all of the electronics and getting the ECU out of the cabin of the car. But the large bulk of today is nearly complete. Now, let's see if we can get the subframe out. It's been an interesting day with the NSX. It's crazy how light this is. For the subframe, this entire thing.
frame.
Now this guy, can I lower this? Will you lower it? Nice. This guy needs a fresh recoating.
Yeah.
But the engine is fully suspended by only the engine mounts. Now it's time to lower this thing down and start on the top. Oh boy. That's pretty insane, dude. Look at this massive V6. That's crazy.
You know, all actuality though, that transmission looks like my CRX one.
It's very, the transmission to engine ratio is quite large.
You should get a 6-speed even knowing it costs $14,000.
Is that out of the NA2? NSX tax, guys.
It's like 9,000 to 15.
That's crazy. All right, time to get cracking on the engine bay. We got a lot to remove in here, so, oh, it's crusty in there, dude. Let's get wrenching.
Ooh, it's magnesium.
Look who it is! Moss is joining us for today's episode. All right, Moss, I'm gonna flip the camera. Let me know what you think.
Sure, go ahead. Wow! You guys are really starting to work on the car, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty.
You should see the bottom of the car.
Well, this came out of absolutely nowhere. It is, oh, look at that rainbow. That's insane. It is absolutely dumping. Oh, I should have done that. Dumping outside. Oh my gosh. Okay, so please excuse the rain noise. We're having inclement weather here. I don't know. We were very close though. Get her seated. All right, this is the moment of truth. Everything up top has been disconnected, wiring harness, literally everything. You guys saw us disconnect everything from down below. The goal is to get the engine to sit on this cart so it is movable and mobile. That way we can just lift the body of the NSX up and the engine will be seated right here, good to go. We're all good, it's fine. Motor mount 1 out. She is sitting all right. Is it a moment of truth?
Yeah, like back of car. This way.
How's that?
Yeah, it's perfect.
You're good on my side. Yep, you're so good. Let's go! Massive Honda V6 is out. The size of this is massive.
I think a J series is small. Really. You can see we're all.
It's so funny to me that Honda built this. I'm so used to working on Honda engines that are literally this size right here. This quarter of the engine. This is what I'm used to working on. But this thing is massive. Look at this. The C30 is an absolute beast.
Unit.
A true unit, yes. Now, the biggest mission of today was to get this freaking thing out, and we did it. But we are not done yet because this thing has to get to the body shop. The whole goal for today was to start the true build of the NSX, and the only way to do that is to pull the engine and to get this thing where it needs to go, TSM Collision.
Where are you going there?
It is so light.
He's Flintstoning right now.
Oh, I wonder how much this weighs without the engine. Like just over 2,000 pounds, right? Suspension's put back on only because we gotta roll this thing in and out of the body shop somehow. So we decided to put the suspension back on, but everything else is still chilling out there. It's time to get this thing to the body shop. If only I could turn it like this.
You could try. You want to roll down the hill.
First try. Hell yeah, dude. Aluminum bodies.
You just get comfortable. It's all on the leg now, but I'll use my arms and give it a little juice. There we go. Yes, that's for this. The right side of the
Now it's official. The NSX build is finally at TSM, and the biggest problem with the car is about to get fixed. But our mission for today's video is complete. We got the engine the heck out of there so we can get started figuring out what we're gonna do about that. And now the car is at the body shop so it can get completely restored. I am so stoked, guys. We did it, Tim.
We did it.
Big day, big start, but this marks the very, very start of our biggest build of the year. Oh man, it's late, but the edit is finally done. I am so hyped on how this one came out. It's a long one, so we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are just as stoked as we are on the NSX build, and I cannot wait to show you guys what we've actually decided on what we're gonna be doing with the engine of the car. Like I said, thank you guys for giving all the suggestions, and I want to hear what you guys think about the build in the comments down below. Get excited, get ready for episode number 2. It'll be a little while, we're waiting on parts and all that good stuff, you know how it goes, but the NSX build has officially started. It is underway, so get stoked. Alright guys, I'm gonna get some sleep. We have a long week ahead, so stay tuned for all the awesome videos that we have coming out. And again, I just want to give a big thank you guys for all the support recently on the channel and on really everything. You guys are crushing it. It just makes me happy that you guys are enjoying what I'm creating and what I'm putting out. I put a lot of work and effort into these videos, and it's my passion, and it means a lot when we just get good feedback and you guys are interacting and hanging out with us on the videos. It's cool, so thank you guys very much. But like I said, let's go ahead and end it. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, please. It helps us out a ton. Leave us a comment on what you think about the NSX build, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. We are on the road to 1 million, and we are getting so close. So thank you guys. We'll see you for the next one. Peace out. Oh, you're still here. Thanks for watching this long. If you made it this far, you should consider subscribing right up here, or I guess down below. And YouTube really thinks that you're gonna like this video right over here, so maybe check that one out. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's get back to it.